Ron Harris here, live from musculardevelopment.com. Coverage of New York Pro brought to you by High Tech Pharmaceuticals. Staying here with open bodybuilder Robin Strand, all the way from Burlington, Ontario, Canada.
Yes, sir. You got it right.
You are this is how many pro shows for you? Fill me in, because I was there when you turned pro and did the Toronto Pro the next day, or like 3 hours later. And you were, I believe you were like top 5, top 6?
I was 7th place.
7th place.
Yep.
And you were, what, 20? You were very young. How were you? How young were you?
I turned pro at 25. Yeah.
It's very young these days.
Yeah.
So, run down your pro history. I know you've only done a couple pro shows so far, right?
Yep, so you got it right there. We did the Toronto Pro the same night I turned pro. I did my pro debut actually here in New York in 2019. I followed that up with the Toronto Pro in 2019. And then I did the Puerto Rico Pro in 2021. This is my next one.
Yeah. I mean, I remember being impressed with your potential, but I'm thinking he's got a lot of work to do. The updates I've been looking at in the past couple weeks, man, you put the work in. Your physique has transformed dramatically since you turned pro. What kind of improvements have you made? So, I know weight is irrelevant, but what'd you turn pro at, and what are you weighing now, and what are the major areas that you think you've improved in?
So when I turned pro, I was 240. I believe last time I competed at the Puerto Rico was around 248. Let's just say 250. So we'll be coming in here at 260. The last time that I got on stage at the Puerto Rico, the major critique that I got from the judge was to improve my back. So that was my major focus, and that's what I've been trying to highlight as much as possible. But to be honest with you, I kind of just focused on bringing up symmetry everywhere. But the main focus, like I said, was the back and just getting detail from the top of my head to my toes. I just wanted to have detail everywhere. So, just to run over things quick, filling in the adductors, getting those glutes, getting the strips in the hamstrings, getting the lines in the chest, getting my abs a little bit tighter, getting the arms to peak a little bit more, getting the triceps. It was just getting the shoulders a little bit more stripey, because I think at this point it's all about the details. Yeah. And so I'm very confident that I have now enough mass to hang and with the very best. And now it's just, okay, who's going to be the one that has the least flaws?
Because I remember when you turned pro, you were already a big kid. But I was thinking this is like an uncut diamond. He needs refinement. He needs that muscle maturity and condition. I was never really satisfied with the condition. These updates I've been seeing, condition is just a whole other level now than anything I remember from you before. How do you feel physically being in this kind of condition? You're talking normal. You seem to be conscious and everything. So, yeah. I mean, did you have to suffer a lot to get to this condition? Because you're shredded, dude, right now.
I feel the best I've ever felt. I don't think I've suffered in the normal way, because I've looked at this prep in a different way, where I just tried to be as present as possible throughout the entire time. And with that presence, I found actually more peace from within. Not only that, but in the past, I felt like just being selfish took a lot of my energy away from just my day-to-day and the people that I love. So what I really tried to focus on was actually giving out more positive energy. And believe it or not, the more I gave, the more I actually felt energized. And I think that's why I didn't feel like I had to suffer. I didn't feel like I'm drained or my brain was fried. I also did a lot of meditation and breath work. So I think all that kind of stuff plays into a role here. Yeah.
Who are you working with for a coach these days?
So I'm working with Dorian Hamilton, and he's been the best coach I've ever worked with. Yeah, I think the Physique is going to say that. So
I'm assuming you train at that Pure Muscle and Fitness?
It's the only gym I'll train at now, yeah.
I see a lot of clips. Anytime anyone's in town, Toronto, for anything bodybuilding related, they always go to that gym now. It's become quite the mecca. I mean, were you there from day one?
Not from day one, but I started training there about 2 years ago. Have you been there, Ron?
No, not yet. I want to go.
You need to come. Yeah.
If I'm ever in Toronto, I'm going there. You can guarantee that.
Yeah. I will say that once you go to Pure Muscle and Fitness, because I train there every day, if I go to a different gym, I feel a little bit underwhelmed now at this point. So that just goes to show you how amazing that gym is.
Now, you're also on the media side yourself. You have a podcast. What's it called?
Yes, sir. I have a podcast. It's called Canadian Beef Podcast.
That's right. Canadian Beef, perfect.
Yep. And so, believe it or not, there's another competitor here who is also a guest on my podcast. That's Nate Spear.
Of course, Nate from Boston. Well, Boston adjacent. He's New Hampshire. We'll give him credit.
Yep. And my co-host, Morgan McDonald, who's going to be making his pro debut at the Toronto Pro in a couple weeks.
Yeah. So I'm assuming you're going to do Toronto Pro as well?
Yes, sir.
I mean, you better.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But, what does this show represent to you? Because this is a very prestigious show. Did you know you did this last in 2019, you said?
That's right. Yep, that was my pro debut technically because I don't count the Toronto Pro as being my debut since it was the day that I turned pro. So
you've had 4 years.
Five
It's
years.
4, 5. Was it 4?
4 years. You're right.
What year are we in? 2023, right? So 4 years. Have you been sort of in the back of your mind these last 4 years thinking I'm going to come back and win that show someday?
Without a doubt. Yeah.
Man, I wish you the best of luck. Luck factors in a little bit, but you're prepared. You did all the work you need to do. If those updates, unless those are incredibly doctored photos, which I don't think they are, you are in sensational condition. You've made improvements everywhere. So, I wish you the best, Robin.
Well, I do have a really good media girl. No, just kidding. Thank you so much, Ron.
Cool, man. So check him out tomorrow. Open Bodybuilding. Robin Strand from Canada, coming back to New York Pro, hoping to do much, much better. He's got his lucky number 12. Yeah, that's your lucky number?
Number 12. That's it.
So check him out tomorrow. Coverage right here. Keep it here on MD. Coverage brought to you by High Tech Pharmaceuticals. Thanks for watching.
Thank you so much, Ron. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Yeah.